18 months and I haven't still been profitable was the video I made in about 1 week ago or something like that. And I really got a lot of reactions to the video. People who commented, who encouraged, who were able to relate. First of all, I really do appreciate every single one of you. To those who like, commented and all, I really do appreciate, genuinely appreciate. And in that video, I said I was going to make another video that is me sharing my what I think is my problem. I know that's my problem and the solutions I'm planning to use to tackle those problems in the goal of getting profitable. 1 month ago, I really sat down and had some deep level of self-reflection. And I think that, first of all, I think that for me to know my current problem, I really have to dive deeper into the reasons why I got back into unprofitability the first time. Because like I said in the past video that I was profitable for some months, and then after like 3 months of starting trading, I got profitable, and then I was able to keep that for like 4 to 5 months, and then I lost it. And I'm gonna be dropping about maybe 5 reasons why I think I lost profitability and how that correlates with this video. Even one of the most important reasons why I think I lost profitability is that, like I said, it's one thing to gain profitability, it's another thing to maintain profitability, right? And I maintaining profitability is a very huge catalyst or factor, as you consistently journaling yourself, assessing yourself, knowing what you are doing right, knowing what you are doing wrong, and being able to uh bring yourself back to the right path, which is basically journaling, right? I know that, which is something I wasn't really doing then. I wasn't really journaling. I wasn't I won't say I wasn't assessing myself, but I wasn't journaling. I wasn't tracking my traits. I wasn't having a proper data collection or tracking of my habits and my traits, right? And that is one of the reasons. So another reason why I think I lost profitability is that another reason why I think I lost profitability was that I wasn't able to handle some emotions that came with some account I started trading. Now, after I gained profitability, I was trading some, challenge accounts, and then I started trading a live account, and then I was growing the live account. While I was growing the live account, I got a free prop farm account from the forex trader, which was $25,000. And I've watched a lot of videos about traders who tells or advise the newbies not to go from like 10k trading a 10k profit account to 100k profit account. Like, I wasn't even trading a 5k account. I was just trading a very small account and trying to grow it, right? And I think that, and I almost got funded in about maybe 0.5% left to get funded or something like that before the forex further did their thing and all sorts, right? I was very close to getting funded. And of course, it's not really a huge part of why I lost profitability. It's just maybe 20% of the whole quadrant of why I lost profitability in the first place. And the most important thing of me losing profitability is that I was not ready for profitability. Yeah, I was not ready for profitability. I wasn't doing a huge part of the things that someone who is consistently profitable will do, right? I was doing the things that someone who will be profitable would do, but I wasn't that person that can maintain consistent profitability, right? I wasn't ready for it. And that is one of the reasons why, that are the reasons why I lost profitability, at least to why I believe I lost profitability, right? Now, going forward, what did I now stop doing? Yeah. First of all, I got lost with my edge. I had an edge. I got lost. I lost my edge, which I could say that, okay, some emotional reasons or something like that, which, like I said, is still due to journaling. You're gonna lose your edge if you don't journal. You are gonna lose your edge. It just fades away with time, right? It fades away with the emotion. Like, you know how emotion can block some senses, like some natural senses. There's a way emotion block the senses, and they just naturally fade away. You understand what I mean? Like, that is what literally happened to me. Then I lost my edge, and then so I lost profitability. I knew I lost profitability from like June, July, August, and then from that June, July, August, I said I ran back to GPUSD. I was profitable GPUSD because it was not the same strategy. It was just the normal trend line, psychological level break and retest that I was using on GPUSD, and I was actually profitable with it. But I just didn't have that, connection with GPUSD. That's why I came back to gold, and I really locked in and studied hard to, get my edge back, right? But now, what has now been wrong since I got my edge back, since December that I got my edge back? What has been keeping me from being profitable? Now, first of all, I want to tell you guys that our equity curve is a reflection of our daily habits, right? If your equity curve is consistently going down, that simply means that you are consistently doing something bad. If your equity curve is consistently going up, it simply means that you are doing something right consistently. Now, what happens to us that our equity curve is neither going up consistently or going down consistently, which simply means we are going in consolidation. Now, that simply means that you are doing the right habits but inconsistently, and you are doing the bad habits but inconsistently, right? That is simply what it tells you. Your equity curve is a reflection of your daily habits, right? Of your personality, of who you are, and not just in trading, your personal life as a whole. And I figured out that me personally, I find it hard to stay consistent with some things, consistent with journaling, consistent with focusing on one thing, right? Now, from December, January till now, ish, let's say 20% of of that whole time, I wasn't really actively trading. There was a time whereby I just traded for like 2 times in a month or something like that, due to like school activity and all. But what happened to the other maybe like 4 months that I wasn't, getting the profitability I want, right? The only profitable month I had was February, and I know that I did something right in January. I know. See, we traders, we know what we are doing wrong, but we just have sometimes, yeah, this, would I say ego or something like that, just kind of like, suppress us from actually facing our inner advice. Because sometimes, yeah, you sit down, you give yourself advice. I was listening to Alex Homozy one day where he said the best advisor you can listen to is yourself. That just sit down with yourself and you see that you give yourself advice, and those advice are actually what you actually need in going forward, right? Be your own coach, right? That's what he kind of preaches. Be your own coach. And I give myself this advice, but I don't follow them, right? I follow them maybe 2 weeks and then I cut off. Like, it's just like it's something that I've kind of created as a habit to stick to something for like 2 weeks, and then 1 week I fall off, and then I start getting myself back again in all areas of my life. Actually, this is not just in trading. And I've found that the inconsistency in my personal life has now been relating to trading and my equity curve. And that is one of the biggest problem as to why I haven't even been having an upward equity curve since when I got my edge back. Because you've gotten your edge back, then what is stopping you from being profitable? And the solution, you guys already know the solution with what I've said. The solution is simply me actually sitting down and telling myself that, okay, if you really know you want to break through from this consolidation, you really have to accept that number one, trading will take time. Number two is that there are some certain things in life that you really need to take as a priority every single day. You understand what I mean? Like, you really have to put some things as a priority every single day and know that for you to get good at something, you really have to do a lot of reps consistently. Now, me personally, I am someone whoever, I train calisthenics, I do some fitness kind of thing, and I know how consistency and not being consistent will really slow down your progress, right? You being consistent for a month, you will see the results. But just fall off 2 weeks, you will see the massive decline also. You understand what I mean? Like, just 2 weeks, you will see the massive decline. But if you can be consistent for a huge period of time, the growth you attain will be tremendously massive will be tremendously massive if I'm to put it that way, right? Like, and I think like maybe last 2 weeks or something like that, I kind of watched a video of a trader on YouTube where he talked about less is more, right? The less you the less you look, the more you see. The more you look, the less you see. And I've also kind of been, which also still kind of direct to being inconsistent. I have a trading model. Something happens, maybe I didn't see a trade in a week. I'm already, studying some, lower time frame entry models again. Like that is still actually being inconsistent with just sticking to one thing, one simple thing, right? Yeah, you might say that maybe psychology or something like that, but we still have to like put into some, and just take a good look at it. Most of the big traders that they focus on, they preach about simplicity and focusing on and cutting out the noise. Let me just put it like that: cutting out the noise and focusing on one thing consistently for something that you already know that has an edge. I'm not telling you to focus on something that doesn't have an edge, right? You have an edge, follow your rule, set a rule, and be very consistent, and so that you can build that discipline in being consistent with it and following it for a period of time, right? And just like a quote that I saw, which says that exceptionalism is born from repetitiveness, right? Repetition will create exceptionalism, right? You focus on one thing, you repeat the boring things that you want to do, all those boring things, backtesting, journaling, self-review. These things are boring, they are not exciting, right? But that is where exceptionalism comes from. Doing the boring things every single day, irregardless of how you feel, irregardless of the result you are getting, doing them consistently, right? Consistency is the real key, and that's something I want to improve on. And that is why I'm also changing the way I make my weekly trading documentary uh, on YouTube right here, just to create that consistency, because I know that okay, if I don't journal, if I don't track my trades, if I don't do this, there's no weekly videos. You understand what I mean? Like it's just like tying something I need that will propel my trading forward, tying it to something that okay, I have to do, I need to do this thing every week, right? And yeah, going forward we just have to like really understand that trading is actually simple, right? Like I said it in my last video that there's nothing like giving up for me. I think some people kind of misquote the video or something like that. I'm not giving up. There's nothing to give up here, man. I am not giving up any day, anytime. I'm here and we are going to sort this thing out. I lost profitability, yes. That's not the end of the road. We are going to come back and we are going to, yeah, it might take time. It might take time. I'm cool with that. But I just know that with consistency, you are going to achieve some uh growth that is you're gonna achieve some different level of growth. Let me just put it like that, in a very short period of time, right? And consistency with the process, that is just the key thing of this video person. And for a lot of people, your own issue might be different, right? And yeah, I just want to pour my mind in this video, and I hope this video gives value to some people also out there. And yeah, I'm gonna be catching you guys on my next video. Peace out.